welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and it's been a while since I have sat down and filmed a video. I haven't really had a ton of videos for like the last 3 weeks, I think, and I want to give you a little bit of an update and then also do my April TBR for you guys. So part of the reason that I haven't filmed is, one, I had some financial changes and ended up having to get new health insurance, and there was a period of time where all my specialty doctors that I have for my chronic illnesses were not covered under my insurance, so I had to find new ones, and it ended up being this whole thing where I had to go off some of the medications that I've been on for like 3 years, and there was like I had a lot of adverse reactions to going off of it, and one of them specifically really messed with my skin, especially the skin on my face, and I just felt very self-conscious about filming, so that was one main reason why I didn't film. Another is just because my anxiety has been so high and bad recently, and every time I would sit down to try and film, I would just like spiral, and it just wasn't a good time for me to be focusing on filming. The energy that I've had has been focusing on author clients and on finding more clients and just like settling into this job, and I really love it, but I just wanted to give you a very brief update on just like where I've been and why I haven't filmed. I am really hoping that in April I can get back into filming, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, so my videos in April might be sporadic and like not on schedule that I have for myself, so just sorry about that, but be prepared if I go a week without making a video, that's why. But I am going to try and be a little bit more consistent in April with filming. So speaking of April, the reason for this video, the main reason for this video, is to do my April TBR and the books that I want to read in April, go over them. So I'm going to get right into it. Most of these are new releases, I will say, or arcs that I have that I haven't gotten to. I was in a reading slump in like all of March just because of everything that was going on. I just could not focus on reading, and just like nothing was working for me. So I was in a reading slump for most of March, but we'll talk more about that in my March wrap up, because I never even did a mid-month wrap up for March. But let's get into the books that I want to read in April. So the first one that I have on my TBR is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. It comes out April 9th. You guys know how much I love Elsie Silver's Chestnut Spring series. Reckless was one of my top favorite books of last year, and I'm really, really excited for a new series from her. This is the first book in a new series. I don't know a ton about it, but I'm going to listen to the audio when the book comes out. Like, definitely that's going to be a drop everything kind of book. The next one I have is another drop everything kind of book, and that is Only and Forever by Chloe Leese. This is the final book in the Bergman Brothers series. It's Viggo's book, and it comes out on April 2nd. I already have the audiobook on hold from my library, and I should get it on release day. If I don't get it from the library on release day, I might end up just having to buy it, because I don't think I can wait more than like a day for it. So I definitely want to read it. Again, I know nothing about this one. I know that it's the final book in the Bergman Brothers series, and I'm probably going to like be so emotional as this series is ending. I love this series so much. It's one of the first series that I really like emotionally connected to, with the representation and feeling seen through characters dealing with chronic illness and mental health. And I love Chloe Leese, and I will be forever thankful for her for this series, and I'm just really excited to see what she has going forward. But I love the Bergman Brothers series with my whole heart, and I'm so sad to see it end. So the next one that I have is Midnight of Ashes by Tessa Hale, which comes out on April 19th. This is the second book to her Dragons Ember series, Dragons of Ember series, I think is what it's called. Honestly, I don't remember what it's called, but I will be getting an arc of this one. This is a reverse harem paranormal dragon shifter romance, and it's book 2 in the series, and I loved book 1 so much I gave it 5 stars. So I think the first one was called Twilight of Embers. Maybe that's where the embers was coming from. I don't remember. But this second one, I'm so excited. I loved book 1. I am hyped for book 2. I will be getting an arc of that one. The next one I have is King of Sloth by Anna Huang. This one comes out on April 30th, so last day of April, so I probably will not finish it in April, but I'm definitely going to start it if I can. I love this series from Anna Huang, this Kings of Sin series. I think it's my favorite series that she's done so far. I've read most of her books, and this is the one that I consistently give the high ratings to so far, so I'm really excited for King of Sloth. I think it's Grumpy Heroine and Sunshine Hero, which is another one of my like all-time favorite tropes, so I just know it's going to be good. The next one that I have is Learn Your Lesson by Candy Steiner. This one comes out April 19th. This one is an hockey romance, and I believe it's Single Dad, which another one of my favorite tropes. So very, very excited for this one. Candy has said that it will be simultaneous audio release, which I'm really, really excited for and very thankful that she did that. I know that I talked to her on Instagram about it, how it's very difficult to get your audiobook simultaneously released, so I'm really thankful that she put the time and effort into doing that so that I can listen to it on release day. The next one that I have is 9 Month Contract by Amy Dawes, which comes out April 11th. This is another one that I will be getting an arc for, an audio arc for. I love Amy Dawes. She's been a favorite author of mine for years, and she hasn't had a new book release since Last on the List, which I think came out 2 years ago. So I am so excited for a new book from her. All I know about this one is it is a surrogacy romance, and the hero is like a mountain man type vibe. So that's all I got. And the heroine's plus sized. But that's all I got about this book, but I know I'm gonna love it. I love Amy Dawes. Another new release that I have is Romantic Puckboy by Eden Finley and Saxon James. I love Eden Finley and Saxon James. You guys know I've read every single Eden Finley book, and I read all of her books with Saxon James. I love them. This one comes out April 18th. It's the next one in the Puckboy series. This series is just so fun. They're hockey romances, they're they're just a wild good time, and I love them. Another Eden Finley book is Zeus. This one came out at the end of March, I think. It just came out a couple of days ago, and I haven't gotten to it yet, and I want to get to it in April. This is the next one in her Mike Bravo series, and another series that I love. I just love Eden Finley. Her books are like, I know what I'm getting when I read an Eden Finley book. They're just consistent, and I love them. So that one I think is the last new release that I have. I do have 2 that are new to audio that just recently came out on audio but have been out for a while. And that is Trust Me by Tiffany Patterson, which I was given an audio code for free from Must Love Audio on Instagram. So they sent me an audio code for Trust Me. This audiobook has already come out, but it just recently came out, so I'm really excited to listen to this one. I have not read Tiffany Patterson before, but I've heard really, really good things. This one has been on my TBR for ages and like hoping the audio would come out, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's a billionaire romance, but that's really all I got about it. The next one that's coming to audio is Putting Out for a Hero by C. Rochelle. This is the 3rd one in her like superhero, supervillains series. The first one in the series was Not All Himbos Wear Capes, and I loved that one. I gave it 5 stars, and I just recently read book 2 when it came out on audio, and that one was a fun time too. So this series is just super, super fun, and I think this one is another one where it's like a superhero and a supervillain having a romance, and they're and they're just a wild good time. Such a good time. I don't want deep emotional angst right now. I have enough deep emotional anxiety feelings to deal with in my real life. I just want like a good time. So that's what most of this TBR is. And then the next one that I have is My Neighbor's Secret by Lauren Rowe. I love Lauren Rowe. She's one of my all-time favorite authors, and I had like 3 or 4 books that I just hadn't caught up on with her, and this is the now last one that I have to get to before I've read her whole backlist again. I'm assuming it's a neighbor's romance. That's all I got about it. I don't need to know. It's Lauren Rowe. I love her. Then the last book that I have is Haunting Beauty by Kay Lorraine and Meg Ann. I really love this Mate Games series. So there's the original Mate Games series, and then there's Mate Games Pestilence, and this one I believe is now Mate Games Death. So I've read the original Mate Games, and I've read half of Mate Games Pestilence, but I didn't love that one as much as I loved the original Mate Games. But this one sounds so interesting. It's just gonna be, I think it's gonna be really, really good. So I want to read it. It is a reverse harem series. I don't even know how to explain it, but they're narrated in full cast audio. And if you want a reverse harem on audio, definitely look into Kayla Rain and Meg Ann. Their audios are just amazing. They put so much time and effort into them, and they always get amazing narrators. And it's just, I had so much fun listening to the original Make Games series, so I want to try the Make Games Death. So Haunting Beauty is the first one. So that's the last book on my April TBR. This is just a very short video, but it's a win in itself that I actually sat down and filmed the entirety of this video. So my next video will be my March wrap-up, but I'm not sure when it's gonna come. It will hopefully be in the first week of April, but that is all I have for this one. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe, stick around and see more content from me, and leave me a flower emoji in the comments because April is spring and I love spring. So that is it for this video. Have the absolute best day. Bye.